How to bring a girl to orgasm. Any orgasm is what happens in a girl's head, and with a beloved or status man, any girl is more likely to have it. But at the same time, it is worth remembering that orgasm for girls is not an obligatory result of every night of love. However, if the girl tries it with you every time, then this will bring you a lot of free miles to your bonus card. You can be with the girl whoever you want, a boyfriend, husband, or just a friend who has amazing sex every week. Everything will depend only on your desire. In addition, it is very pleasant when the girl next to you is happy. But first, let's define the goals. Globally, our task is not to act like all guys, but to bring a girl to orgasm even before we enter her. If we enter her after orgasm, then it will not be so important how long and at what pace we will have sex with her, which means there will be no goal to impress the girl. Everything will happen for her own pleasure, and the girl, feeling this, will experience repeated orgasms. So how do you get almost any girl to orgasm? Here are some simple steps to achieve this. For a girl to enjoy herself, nothing should distract her. For girls, unlike men, the environment is extremely important. This is due to a special part of the brain, amygdala. That is why, if during sex, for example, a door creaks, then many girls will immediately stop enjoying. By the environment we mean a place of sex, dim lights, quiet music, candles with a faint aroma. All this will add calmness and help turn off the very amygdala. It is worth noting that girls are very sensitive to their partner. If you worry, then the girl will worry more, and even if you do everything skillfully, the orgasms will begin from the second night, when you already get used to each other. Suppose that you have created the environment. Now it is important to build communication with the girl from the very beginning. That is, openly say when you have retired together so that the girl will tell you right away if you suddenly do something too hard or too slow, too weak or too hard. 3. Become the giving party yourself. It is you who allow the girl to touch you, not she to you. When dating, identify the erogenous zones of this girl's name. Most likely it will be the neck, ears, shoulders, arms, collarbones. You can understand the detection of an erogenous zone by the girl's reaction when you touch these places or kiss or breathe on them. Remember them, you will need them later. Foreplay is very important. Men are like switches, on, off, and girls are like sound amplifiers. They get excited very slowly and cool down slowly. To do this, set aside 45 minutes for foreplay. Start it by just standing with it dressed for 10 minutes and inhaling its scent, breathing hot air on your neck, ears and not allowing yourself to be kissed at this moment. Press her against the wall with your body and do all this for exactly 10 minutes. Do not touch the intimate areas, and the girl with your hands. Touch only with your body and breath. Start the second stage of foreplay when you lie together and undress her. Do all this for another 15 minutes. Here you can already kiss the girl and touch her with your hands. Here you will need all the previously found erogenous zones. Your task at this stage is to constantly switch from kissing to sniffing, to stimulating her erogenous zones, to undressing and again to sniffing. Undress 1 centimeter, taking off clothes and stimulating each new strip of the girl's bare skin that appears when undressing. Then you will no longer have such a problem of seducers as LMR, last-minute resistance, or last-minute resistance when a girl can change her mind. The main thing to remember about timing is that you can undress slower, you cannot undress faster, only if she herself cannot stand it and pounces on you. We still have 20 minutes before sex. You undress her, taking off the clothes alternately from her, then from yourself, and reach her breasts. Here it is important not to forget that she has 2 of them. because it's a standard mistake for all guys to focus on just one. It is necessary to stimulate here according to the principle from the periphery to the center. That is, from the base of the breast to the nipples. Do not forget to switch to all previous actions. Foreplay. Then we take off our panties. If everything is done correctly, the girl will want to thank you with a blowjob because she will be very aroused. We only agree if we are sure that we can hold out. And here either 10 minutes of blowjob from the girl, or 10 minutes of combining all the previous actions, breathing on the neck, ears, kissing the ears, working with the breasts, stimulating all erogenous zones, plus kissing and stroking the inner parts of the thighs, tummy and taking off her panties. Now we will again act differently from how all the guys always do. When both of you are naked, we either go to cunnilingus, a description of the techniques of which requires a separate article and is included in our trainings, or to stimulate points in the vagina with your fingers. Today we will not consider U-spot, A-spot, deep spot, but concentrate on the G. Once again we will define that our task now is to bring the girl to orgasm even before the sex itself. To begin with, let's understand that there is no point G, there is a domain G. The G area is represented by the Skene's glands, which swell under the influence of arousal and, when stimulated, bring a particularly strong type of orgasm. 10. Our task is to grope this area and stimulate it with movements not along, but across, with our fingers, to the pubic bone, with the force that will give the girl the greatest pleasure. In this case, it is necessary to gradually increase efforts and speed, but ask the girl if it hurts her. If everything is done correctly, you can feel how this area becomes firmer, and by tactile sensations it begins to resemble the palate in the mouth. This will either excite the girl very strongly or bring her to orgasm in just 5 to 30 minutes. To enhance the effect, you can put your other hand on top of the girl's stomach on the pubic bone and press it closer to the fingers that stimulate this area. 11. Then you can already have sex in any style, because the girl had an orgasm. The most beneficial positions and penetration techniques will be discussed in the following materials.